Hello everyone and welcome back. In this video we're doing a scenic drive of 7th Avenue in Manhattan, also known as Fashion Avenue. It is a dynamic artery that pulses through the heart of New York City and Manhattan. In this video we drive from Times Square to the West Village. 7th Avenue offers a rich blend of culture, commerce, history, and entertainment. Whether you're a first-time visitor or a seasoned New Yorker, 7th Avenue promises a unique New York City experience. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. We have just passed 50 subscribers. Thank you all very much. Times Square is often dubbed the crossroads of the world. It's one of New York City's most iconic and polarizing destinations. Located at the junction of Broadway and 7th Avenue, this neon-lit spectacle draws over 50 million visitors annually. Times Square is undeniably dazzling. Towering LED billboards, costume characters, and a constant buzz of activity make it a sensory overload in the best way. For first-time visitors, it's a rite of passage, a place where the energy of New York is distilled into a few chaotic blocks. The area is home to the flagship stores like M&M's World and the Disney Store, as well as the TKTS booth, where you can score discounted Broadway tickets. At night, the lights are so bright they mimic daylight, creating a surreal, almost cinematic atmosphere. However, Times Square is often overcrowded, overpriced, and overhyped. The restaurants here tend to be chains with inflated prices, and the souvenir shops are filled with generic trinkets. Street performers, costume characters can be aggressive, sometimes demanding tips for unsolicited photos. Times Square is not the XXX rated like during the 80s and 90s, but now more PG rated now. For those seeking an authentic New York experience, Times Square can feel more like a theme park than a neighborhood. Locals tend to avoid it unless they're heading to the Broadway show or passing through. The area's transformation over the past few decades from gritty to glossy has led to criticism about the loss of its historic character and rise of corporatism. What to do at Times Square? Catch a Broadway or off-Broadway show? This is the cultural heart of Times Square and one of the most redeeming features. Visit at night for the full visual impact, and also explore nearby gems like Bryant Park, the New York Public Library, and Hell Kitchen for foods and drinks. Why to skip Times Square? Dining in Times Square unless you're after a specific experience. Buying souvenirs here. Better deals and more unique finds wait in neighborhoods like Chinatown or the East Village. And spending too much time, like an hour or two, is often enough to take it all in. After Times Square, we're going to be driving through the Penn Station Madison Square Garden area of 7th Avenue. Penn Station is one of the busiest transportation hubs in the country. Above it sits Madison Square Garden, a legendary venue for concerts, sports, and events. One of the most controversial chapters in 7th Avenue's history involves the original Pennsylvania station. Opened in 1910, the Beaux Arts masterpiece was located between 31st and 33rd Streets. In 1963, it was demolished to make way for the current Madison Square Garden and new underground Penn Station. Destruction of the original station sparked a preservation movement that led to the creation of the Landmarks Preservation Committee. Pro tip: if you're traveling from Connecticut or Westchester County and taking Metro North, the Metro North trains do not go to Penn Station, but to Grand Central on the east side of Manhattan, and you do have to find transportation between Grand Central and Madison Square Garden events. Chelsea is a neighborhood synonymous with art and style. 7th Avenue here is lined with galleries, boutiques, and restaurants. In the mid-20th century, the stretch of 7th Avenue between 34th and 42nd Streets became the epicenter of American fashion industry. The garment district, located just west of the avenue, housed thousands of showrooms, factories, and design studios. By the 1950s, New York had overtaken Paris as a global fashion capital, and 7th Avenue was at the heart of it all. A short walk west takes you to the High Line, an elevated park built on a former rail line, offering stunning views of the city and the Hudson River. Chelsea is also home to the Fashion Institute of Technology. The museum at FIT is free to the public and showcases rotating exhibits on fashion history and design. This stretch of 7th Avenue is why it earned the nickname Fashion Avenue. The southern end of 7th Avenue ends in the West Village, a neighborhood known for its historic charm and artistic legacy. Cobblestone streets, brownstones, and independent cafes give this area a romantic, European feel, but 7th Avenue South cuts through this neighborhood, wider and more traffic-heavy than the surrounding streets. It disrupts the neighborhood's intimacy. While you'll find gems like the Stonewall Inn and cozy brunch spots, the avenue itself is more of a commuter route than a destination. A pivotal moment in 7th Avenue's history came in 1914 when the city extended the avenue southward from Greenwich Avenue to Varick Street. This extension was part of a broader effort to improve traffic flow and accommodate the new IRT subway line, now the 1, 2, and 3 trains, which opened in 1918. The subway's arrival transformed 7th Avenue into a major transportation corridor, linking Lower Manhattan to Harlem and beyond. This expansion also required the demolition of several blocks in the West Village, permanently altering the neighborhood's layout. The widened avenue cut diagonally through the existing street grid, creating the distinctive triangular intersection seen today. Thank you for watching the video. We appreciate all our subscribers and returning viewers. Be on the lookout. We're going to try to do a live stream on the channel in the next week or so. Thank you again, and we'll see you on the road.